Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we will again be venturing into the great outdoors. Now, in one of my last videos, you all joined me on a scavenger hunt for signs of spring. And I am here to tell you that there's actually a whole branch of science that is dedicated to studying how plants and animals change with the seasons. And that study is called phenology. And you all probably noticed that when seasons change, or really when the weather around us is changing, that animals and plants change too. And I'm sure you're all immediately thinking of many examples of plants and animals changing with the weather, but let me give you a few. In the fall, as it starts to get colder, leaves change color. Birds fly south for the winter. In the springtime, it becomes warm enough for new growth on trees. And in the summer, we have lots of beautiful sunflowers in full bloom. And I can also think of a few other phenophases that animals and plants go through during their lifetime. For example, as it starts to get warmer out, Snorkel begins to act like a troll and sits underneath anything in her backyard where he can find some shade. So what we will be making today is called a phenology clock. This is what it looks like, and we're going to use our clock to record what is happening during the seasons here in Santa Fe, New Mexico. All right, first things first, I grabbed 2 pieces of paper and glued them together so I could have one big piece of paper. Then I went inside and grabbed a bowl, placed it on top of my paper so that I could trace around the bowl to get a perfect circle. And then I started titling my phenology clock. My title is Phenology Clock of Santa Fe because that is where I live and that's where I'll be recording phenological events from. And then moving clockwise around my circle, I'm going to mark down all 4 seasons of the year. And from there, I'm using my colored pencils to draw in all of the different phenophases that I've observed different animals and plants in Santa Fe going through over the past year. I mean, not every single phenophase I've observed because that would be a lot, but I thought about the ones that stuck out the most to me in my memory and I tried to draw those down to the best of my ability. And it actually felt kind of nice to reflect on the year and think about memories of being outside with all my friends throughout the seasons. Okay, this is my finished phenology clock of Santa Fe. Springtime, I put a bunch of tulip bulbs coming up, and I put a little baby goat. There's a lot of goat farmers in New Mexico. Summer, I put some green leaves. That's supposed to be a cottonwood leaf and an aspen leaf, and then there's so many different kinds of orange butterflies around here. Moving into fall, I sort of have the prickly pears giving off their fruits and the leaves changing color, and then those are actually yucca seeds. In winter, I have the coyote willows that shed all of their leaves, but they turn red and brown and super beautiful. You can get super specific with all of the data that you include in your phenology clock. If you wanted to, you could record specific dates. So you could say on April 10th, I saw my first butterfly of the year. Or you could say on October 22nd, I saw the first aspens changing color. You can even make a clock like this year after year and observe whether things change or stay the same. And you'll probably learn a thing or two about what different plants and animals need to survive. Why might it be useful to have information on what kind of weather helps plants and animals go through all of their life cycle stages? If any of you are excited about science, excited about biology or ecology, I highly recommend that you start doing things like this and keeping track of the world around you. You can start right now. You don't have to wait until you grow up to have a career. You can start right now doing something like this project. All right, it's time for me to go make dinner. I'll see you guys later.